Avoid these four businesses if you want to become successful in business. If you want to become rich in business, avoid these four businesses. The first business you should avoid in 2024, if truly you want to become rich, is gambling. Gambling is not a good business for you to engage into because the probability of you losing everything is very high. Gambling involves a lot of skills. If you don't have an idea, or if you don't have any skills, or if you don't have a way of doing gambling business, when you engage yourself into that particular act, you are going to what? You are going to lose every investment that you invested into that particular act. So gambling is not an option for you to focus on if truly you want to become rich in business. Secondly, business you should avoid if you want to become successful or become rich in business is high purchase. Sometimes there are youths out there who have gotten money, they want to start a business, they decide to go and buy a car. They decide to go and buy keke for someone to run it for them. Never make that mistake to buy a car or a keke for someone so that the person will now be what? Making daily sales to you. Never engage into that particular business. That business is not a lucrative business for you. Avoid that type of business in 2024 if truly you want to become successful. The reason is that when you buy the car for the person, if you don't have the high level of commitment, if you don't have commitment, or if you don't have the heart to always be listening to stories, you will also always be listening to false stories, don't engage into that particular business. Every day he will come and be giving you stories that the car has done this one has done this one has done this. At the end of the day, the investment you pull or the investment that you have pushed in buying that particular car is a waste of resources. See, when you go and buy a car of, let's say, 10,000 cedis, the day you buy the car, depreciation has what? Affected the car. So never engage into that form of business if truly you want to become rich. Thirdly, there's this form of businesses that requires skills. If you don't have skills, never engage into that particular business. An example is a barbering business. Secondly, you can also look at a tipper truck business. Barbering business, because barbering business requires certain skills. If you don't know how to cut hair, never be interested in establishing that form of business, because if today you employ someone to come and take over their particular business and the person decides to say, I'm not going to work for you again, because you don't have the skills to run that particular business, the shop will be closed down until you get a replacement. Because you can't continue the business, you are going to also lost or be able to lose some of the customers that were already coming there to Baba. So if you don't have the skills, never be interested in engaging in that particular business. And then another form is tipper truck business. If you don't have the skills to drive, if you don't have the skills to drive for a long journey or to drive for a longer period, never engage into that particular business, because the day the driver will put the key down and tell you that, boss, I'm not going to work for you again, I'm not interested in working for you again, will you be able to move that particular vehicle? That should tell you that if you don't have the skills, never be interested in engaging in that form of business. Lastly, for instance, there are this form of businesses out there that bring X amount of money, you will get X amount of money. Never be interested in establishing yourself into that particular business. Never be interested in investing your capital that you have sweat to get. Never go and waste that particular resources. So try and avoid these four businesses if truly you want to become successful come 2024. 2024 is a year of desisting from businesses that will take away your finances. So try and avoid these four businesses if truly you want to become successful.